dirty. Like.
Welcome to Trash Talk with your favorite garbage artist, Thomas Dambo. That's me. I call this one for Pick My Brainstorm because it's your opportunity to ask me any question you have. That could be like, what's your next project? It could also be, how can I recycle the tail of my old cat because it just got stuck in a door and fell off. Anything goes, anything can be done. Let's get into it. This week we have 6 questions, and the first one is from Matt. How is the barn process going? And this is actually the old floor and some of the old beams from the barn. The barn is right in here, so let's check it out. The barn is like, I think it's 950 square meters. So it's pretty big. We've been working now on the last 3 months on repairing these beams here. So you can see how they're all like super rotten here because they had been standing, I think it's 70 years old, the barn or something like that. So we had to cut all the bottoms off here because they were rotten, and then we are then making new foundation and putting this metal on to strengthen the old wooden beams here. And then what we did was to open up this section here, so there's none. You see these X's here, there's 11 X's, and we took 3 X's out, so we'll have something like 18 by 18 meters, 60 feet open space where I can then build full-size sculptures in here. And then there's gonna come, instead of these 3 X's, there's gonna come 3 big metal thrusters and a little crane that can go back and forth, X and Y axis up here under the ceiling, that can then lift up to 6 meters, 18 feet, something like that. So I can lift a head up on a sculpture. I think it's really, really exciting for me to get such a big workshop where I can actually build big things inside. I think it should be finished something like, at least for my wedding at the 2nd of August, because that's gonna happen here. So I hope it's gonna be finished for that, but we have started with putting the new roof on, and yeah, we're gonna get new flooring and everything. So barn process going pretty good, I think. Next question. Cassandra N. Sewell, does trolls ever wear clothes? Let's take that one here in here because I have 2 trolls sitting right in here. So this is what I call the gallery because I have photos of all the first trolls I made. And in here is what we call the painter's room, because this is where I have all the faces treated with linseed oil for the trolls when they're done. And then right now I'm working on a future traveling exhibition. It'll be 12 trolls. You can see 2 of them here. And as you can see, trolls, they don't wear clothes. Trolls, they have fur. So unlike humans, trolls, they don't freeze because they're born with like natural clothes on. And also they don't need to be ashamed of their genitalia showing because it's covered by the fur. Trolls don't wear clothes, and also trolls, another reason why trolls don't wear clothes is that trolls are not humans. So I have like created this whole universe around my sculptures. So like in the world building, like in the fairy tale and in the story, I actually wrote down like timelines and different narratives of how does troll do when they get kids, or how does troll name each other, and does trolls wear clothes, what type of technology does the troll have, and how can the trolls talk, or do they grunt, and like, so I've made a lot of decisions like this to have my universe of the trolls to have like a cohesive storytelling throughout the universe. So we don't all of a sudden have trolls behaving in one way and then in a completely another way in my next exhibition. And one of those things is that trolls, they have a primitive technology, like maybe a medieval type of technology, or like, you know, a pre-industrialization and pre-metal type of technology. So that's why trolls don't wear clothes. And Often I've also been asked, can you do a troll that has a big smartphone as an advertising for a smartphone company, or can you do a troll that has a car? No, I can't do that. I can do a troll that is stomping on a car, or I can do a troll that is eating a smartphone, because they don't understand what it is. They are just basically afraid of human technology because they see the evil in it. Marcia Rightly, when are you working in Detroit Lakes? And I'll answer this here with the view to the other end of the barn. So then you can see that also. Yeah, so here you have the other end of the barn. So my next big project that counts 6 sculptures plus a lot of other extra stuff, it happens from the 10th of May to the 10th of June in Detroit Lakes and also in a couple of surrounding cities in that area. That's when me and my crew will be there. We will be 3 teams working simultaneously. Each of the 3 teams building 2 sculptures, each over 4 weeks. It's gonna be somewhat of a hustle, and I believe all the volunteers have already been booked out. But if you're super keen to come, then you can try and see if you can find Emma's email somewhere. I have promised her not to give it out because there have been way too many people volunteering already. But if you can find it, you can write it. Okay, let's go. Thinking we should take the next question in our humble kitchen. The kitchen is one of the things that haven't been renovated yet on the farm. It looks a little bit like back when I was like 17 and moved away from my parents and were just basically just cracking out all over the place, you know, eating only pasta with I couldn't afford ketchup, so it was pasta with salt, and then then if I needed dessert, then I would put honey on the pasta. So, and then we played Tony Hawk skateboarding. So that was great times. That's how the kitchen now looks like at my operation for 25 people. So we are drawing up a new kitchen, and hopefully we can get it renovated. I'll show you really briefly what it looks like. The question in there, it is, if you somehow knew that your next meal would be the last meal, what would it be? From Mark Andrew Hoffman. Okay, so it's in here. You can see that you can see it needs a little bit of love, the farm still. It's just a big project. Hi, Minse.
Hi, sir.
And this is Mimi.
Hello?
Yeah. She's the boss of the operation. Yeah, that's why she's leaving a little bit early.
Yeah.
Okay, see you tomorrow. So, obviously, it would be lasagna. This is Limboland. Let's turn on the light. Yeah, so this is what I call Limboland. Same problem all over the world with these ones. Yeah. Ah, there it is. Okay, so this is what we call Limboland. It is, you could say it's like a little bit like a youth club in the 80s. You have ping pong and dart and a cafeteria sign, and then we have a big couch here where my cat is chilling out. Hey, buddy. Want to be a part of the Q&A? Is that a yes? Yeah, the question here from Yvonne is, Thomas, once again, I ask you, do you ever sleep? Of course I sleep, but maybe I don't sleep as much as everybody else. And often when I wake up in the middle of the night, I like to just imagine that, like, now I open up this box, and inside this box is like, I need to figure out the design of how to furnish this, or what to call that sculpture, or something like that. So often, like, when I don't sleep, I try and lay and get ideas. But after I got my 2 small boys, I sleep a little bit more than I used to. The last question, I thought that we should go out on the field, because this is actually why I bought the whole property, is because there is 22 hectares, 55 acres that we're planting a big forest on. I just like forest, so it's not really there yet, the forest, but I can see it, and we have planted the first, I think, 3,000 trees, something like that.
Oh. No. Okay.
Yeah, so this is where the forest will be. So the forest will be as long as you can see all the way in there. You see that big industrial building there? That'll be like in 10 years or in 5 years or something like that, all the forest will come up and then basically cover this whole area. Go from here to down there, and then there'll be a big clearing in here. But the question was from NH Smilemaker. Is there a map for all the trolls? And this is a question that I get at least 20 times every week. And it's a little bit of a yes and no, because yes, there is a map, but no, it's not just a easy GPS map where you can just sit inside your car and then just drive and find them super fast. Because the map that I have created, it's a treasure map. It's called Troll Map, and you can find it on my website, thomasdambo.com/trollmap. And I have on purpose made it a little bit extra exciting so that you guys can go on a real troll adventure and find the trolls. And you can talk to all the other people that you meet along the way and ask them for direction and ask them for help and for clues. And there is also multiple different clues on the map if you look for them. But it's not the world's easiest map, but it will lead you there. You can use it like this. Let me just show you. So you open your phone and then you go to thomasdambo.com/trollmap. Then you come in on it. Then if you look down here in the corner, that's your position. So if you press that one, then you'll go to your own position. So you can see this here is my farm. This is my lake with the 2 islands on it. If I then zoom out, I can see, okay, there is a troll over here. So that one there is the one called Runderige. So now I can basically just start looking at my phone, walking towards Runderige, and then when my position aligns with her position, I will find it. And you can see all the lakes and all the contours of the ocean, and you can see all the roads. You can just not see what the roads are called. Look at all these small mushies. All right, so that was this week's Pick My Brainstorm. If anybody has questions for the next Q&A, that'll probably be in a month from now or something. I'm trying to do them kind of like every month because I want to show the progress of the farm here so that you can see how it's developing. That's why I'm going around for all the different spots. So just ask questions here on YouTube or send them on Instagram or wherever you're following, and then I'll answer them in the next one.